Here we go. I start.
Yes, hello everyone. We are gathered here to do yet another debate after a very long time, and we're really happy to be back. And the topic that we chose today is work from home is a better alternative than working from office. And me and Triza will be supporting the notion, whereas Cayman will be speaking against it. So, as we already ideated on the topic, let us start. So work from home. There are various advantages of working from home, and we have seen a massive rise of work from home post COVID, and it is kind of essential after that. So the first major advantage is it doesn't include any traveling time. It saves a lot of time of commuting, as most of the office nowadays are at least like it includes around like 2 to 3 hours of travel, which wastes a lot of productive time, and which time could be used by the employee to be more productive and do more work and even be have even more time for himself. Then the flexibility and the autonomy that we get when we are working from home, you can work from anywhere, anytime, and you don't have anyone to like stop you or disturb you in any way. And like you have full control of whatever changes you can do. You can sit like at your home, at a cafe, or anywhere. And lastly, even for companies, it might be a better cost saving alternative because sometimes office are even like in a different country or like very far. In that case, it's not really possible for employees to like switch every time and switch to a different city and like look after their rooms, like their accommodation, traveling, and everything. So in that scenario, it is much more beneficial to have work from home system, and especially for IT services or any company which has service based system. It is they mostly have clients offshores, like out of the country, and for them it is much more beneficial if they uh, if they prefer work from home. Yeah, that's over to you, Priya.
Yes. Let me add to what Ayush had to say. First and foremost, home is where the heart is. And who wouldn't want to get paid for working from home, right? So, firstly, your mind is more relaxed at home. You can do more productive work at home. And there is no pressure to meet deadlines, which is not the case if you're not working from home. Second point is you can plan your timetable without any limitation, your day timetable. So you can involve many like activities like your hobbies. If you have gardening, you can also do that, and you can do it at whatever time you want, unlike the other. Next point is you don't have to be concerned about what to wear and also how you present yourself, not in case when it's not work from home. Also, during COVID, COVID was a perfect example of why work from home is important. um, because when you can't move out of your house and you are required to do things from where you are, work from home really helped. Yeah. So these are my reasons why I feel work from home is very important. Yes, over to you, Kemal.
Yeah, very well said, Ayush Triza. I believe, let me start in this way. If a drop falls in an oyster, it takes the form of the pearl. If it falls on somebody who is very thirsty, it can quench the person's thirst. So you are whatever your environment is, and I believe work from home is a flawed concept in that line. I have around 7 points today to support why I feel the other alternative, which is working from the office, is a better. And let me start. Firstly, I would like to say about stable environment. When you are working in the office, you have a stable environment. Like at home, just a second, my battery is low. Hello. Like,
Just like this, you face some issues working from home.
yes. So yeah, stable environment. Like when we assume people will be working at home, we don't really know how is their environment there. Like maybe they are just living in one room and there are many people in their house, and it could be really toxic to them to handle everything. So whereas when we say work from home, it becomes very everybody is on the same line, work from office, everybody is on the same line, and they could come at the office in a same environment and work, do their work. It is also possible, like for some people to not have a better internet facilities at some at home, but that is not really the case in the office. Like everybody has stable environment. My next point will be the work life balance, misconception of work life balance when you are working at home. Like you don't really understand which is the time for you to work at home, to do your work, and what is the time to give for your family. Like when you are at home, people assume that you have time to do anything, and like if you are have if you are in a meeting which is not much important, people might tell you some work and like you have to do that otherwise. So that balance of work and life just vanishes. My next point would be your body stays active when you are working from office. Like you have to travel, you have to like walk, you have to meet people, and meeting people itself has many benefits. Like if you are going through some depression or any traumas, then when you can like meet people and like feel lighthearted. And also work from office builds discipline in your life. Like you have to wake early, you have to prepare your tiffin. Like that discipline is very much necessary. And on a lighter note, when you work in from office, you can take perks, benefits of all the perks. Like some office do provide gym facilities for free, so you could maybe avail all those perks. My next point would be in perspective of the company. Like we just face a lot of issues today, technical issues, internet was glitching, battery charge. So that is not really the case when you're working in the office. Like you could handle all the if else situations very easily. And thus I feel in company perspective also working from office is much more beneficial. My next point would be about the economy. When you are working in the office, you drive a lot of economy, like transport, then the closest shop at the work, you are benefiting that. So that again helps in thriving the economy, and you again it is a win-win situation for even the workers out there. My next point would be about majority of jobs, like as we have mentioned about covid cases, but it is not the case. Like every work will be work from home. Like a doctor, a barber, an army, a pilot, the work from home concept is completely flawed for them. Like they can't really work from home and do their work. Like they have to come at their workplace. And my last point would be like we have always seen that it is more than the work, it is about the connections that you make and the network that you have. And for the career ladder perspective, when people know you very well, when people know your manners, when people know your ethics and how you work, then it is much easier to job hunt or go switch your career or go on the career ladder. And for all these seven reasons, I strongly believe that working from office is a better alternative. And I rest my case. Thank you. Rebuttal phase.
Yes.
Yeah, you could start.
Okay, so as you mentioned that sometimes even offices provide you gym facilities or other things, uh, but what about the time constraint? Because if your office is far away, then you will mostly not be able to avail those facilities. And like, what's the point if you have all the facilities but no time to use them?
Uh, that is a very valid question, and but I think I could even give more examples. Like not just gym, some companies also provide like food facilities. Some companies also provide like travel, and that is considered in your salary. So you can avail those facilities, right? And also, like if we consider big companies like Google, they have some sleeping pods in your like office. Like you could just rest whenever you want. So yeah, it really helps. You can take benefit of all the perks, which is not really possible at home, right?
Like as you just mentioned about the traveling allowance or all the perks, but again the company have to pay for them. But if the case was work from home, then the company don't have to spend too much money, and we have seen a lot of layoffs in the recent times because they are like trying to cut the cost. So don't you think for that reason work from home is a better choice?
uh, 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 um, okay, I believe that whenever we say a company, the community of the company also matters. And when you work from home, that entire bond between the people of the company just vanishes. Whereas when people come in the company, when they talk with each other, when they ideate together, like there is better benefits which comes to the company, and thus like somewhere it is also a win situation. Like as I've also mentioned about the technical issues that the people might face from working home, like it could disrupt a lot of important stuffs, right? Having said that, this brings a question to me, that how do you have to tackle the technical issue that might happen from work from home?
Uh, should I answer, or Rizita,
Yes.
do you want to go? Okay. Uh, we can always have a backup system, and like if you are working every day in the work from home environment, then there are high chances that you will always have some backup option if in case if your main Wi-Fi or the main system fails. So yeah, that's pretty much it to answer that question. Like to have some backup and like to have your systems in place.
Oh, okay, I have a question. With generative AI and all this coming into picture, you don't really need what you call them content writers and things like that in your office, right? You can do that from home. And the whole purpose of having work from home was to make life easier for people. They don't have to travel. So, what is your take on that, Yaman?
Yes. To answer that, I would like to again highlight some of my points I have said earlier. Like it is well said that some like I take it in two questions. One is about the content writers. Yes, some job could be shifted to work from home, but the majority of jobs like doctor, army, pilot, barber, you can't really have them work from home. And I feel for the majority, like if you quantify the amounts, then I feel I believe that work from office is a better alternative for them. And the next question about work making life easier, we take a situation where like everything is fine at the home. Like we are not considering the situation where it is just a one room, and like there's no proper there's nothing like there's no better privacy. There are many people in your room, then they give you work, so it is again deteriorating your life, right? So that is what I would have say.
But in case of doctors, also, say suppose they don't have, there's a hospital that needs the doctor at that particular time, and the doctor can't make it to the hospital. He can still make a call, and if it's urgent, he can tell them or instruct them what to do next, right? Because work from home also involves seeing what is going on in real. So isn't that like a plus point?
But at a very like serious situation, like having any surgeries, and I think like very critical situation, you can't really do anything in that, like you don't really have any machinery at your home to operate that.
Also, when you spoke about work and life balance, doesn't that also apply to if you had to do like a manual job in some office? That also involves a lot of time now. Sometimes people work from morning till the late nights, and then they come home at night, and still it's not. If you are working from home, you are at least a part of your family.
Okay, yeah. Maybe to okay, one immediate answer that I have in my mind is when you work at in the office, like you have the you have some better bonds with your home, like you wait for the time to go home and like enjoy much. But when you are at home only, you don't you take it for granted, like you take the work for granted, and this is again a very alarming situation, I guess. Okay, I would like to ask question like if anybody have a depressive mindset, if like he's very lonely, he does not meet people, then don't you feel working at the office, like he will at least talk to few people, and like maybe he might come out that something is going wrong in his life. Don't you feel that will be better?
But it can also be the case that he can focus more on his mental health if he's at home. Whereas in the work, if he's stressed is like it's not that only people who work from home will be stressed. The stress or depression can be for a person who is working in the office also. In that case, he just can't shut the like the whatever device he has and go out. Whereas from work, if you are working from home, you can just do it. Like if you don't have the mental strength to deal with that particular situation, you can just move out, right?
Okay. Makes me believe the other thing about the distraction. Like at home, when you are like alone, you are more prone to get distracted. You're more prone to go on your phone and just scroll to the reels. But when you are in office, there are people around you who can motivate you. Like when you see them working, you will start working, or you will at least have fear that your boss or the manager will come and check on to you. So don't you think that is again helping? Like working from office is again helpful.
How are you sure that the office environment is not toxic?
No, not about the toxicity, but about the distractions.
Oh,
That is a valid point, but we also have to consider on the other side there might be some office politics that, like, there will be always someone trying to do better than you or like not help you every time. But you don't have to face them every day if you work from home.
Yes. Okay. Don't you feel that the one of the best quality of us being social animal is interacting with people and understanding them well and having some clarity that in future if I meet some person like this, I will be behaving like this. Don't you think that that will help in the professional career of the person?
Yes, but office is not the only place where you can socialize, right? In fact, it's if you go to the office to socialize, then you are limited to only the people who are working there. But there are many other events where you can go to socialize more. If you are working from home, you will have more time to do that.
Do you all have any questions? Uh, okay, maybe I could ask a question. Last question. How do you have to deal with the work from home concept for the people like for the workers like doctor, pilot, barber, army? Do you believe that the concept is flawed for them?
I think it has still made their life a bit better in a way. Like without work from home, it would still be the case where the doctor is not always available. But with work from home, there is some amount of availability in cases where the doctor could not reach at all. Right.
Yes. Anything to add, or can we move to the next one?
You can move, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Feedback part. Do you all have any
Yes.
feedback written down? I have some written down.
A
Can I
few
start?
things. For Ayush, okay, yeah,
Yeah. For
start.
Ayush, I really liked how you started with the context, like we are coming after many days. That really gave some edge. Then, whenever I speak, I kind of forget about COVID a lot of times, and like Teresa and you both spoke on COVID, which made a lot of sense. Then today, I felt Ayush, you had very good clarity. Like you were not even using one aha. Like there was no gap words, which was really nice. Uh, One another good thing I felt from the previous debates is you smiled a lot today, and that is really nice. Like usually you don't really smile, like, but that was really nice. You felt very approachable. Teresa, I really liked how you started with the quote. That was really very nice, and it is mostly very difficult to add onto some after when you go second, but you really had some new points. I felt you answered almost all the questions very correctly, and I was not able to write any feedbacks for me today, but you all could shoot on.
Yes, for Ayush, he had a good intro in the start, like the way he started. But then for the main topic, maybe one statement, like something could have been said,
Hmm.
since we are doing it in that order.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. Keman, what was your intro,
Uh,
Keman?
like
Water drop one.
about a drop, if it falls in the oyster, it becomes pearl. If it falls in the what is if for thirsty person, a thirsty animal, it could quench the
How
thirst.
is it linked to
Like
the
Relevant,
topic?
yeah.
Don't you feel it is like dependent on the environment, where the drop will fall? Based on the environment, it will be beneficial. Or maybe
I
I should
felt
have
like for this
framed it in
topic
a
that
better
was a
way.
bit too much of psychology. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, the like the analogy was really good, but not for this situation, I would say. Like
Or
it
maybe
sounded really nice, but for this debate, it was not
uh,
really that
uh,
relevant. At least that is what I felt.
maybe I should have brought it like, if considering the drop as a human and the human something in that line, and connecting it back to
Something.
the topic, it would have made sense. Yeah, that was nice. Nice feedback.
Yes, and another point I have is you said working from home would be a toxic, like
Yes.
toxic. You know, if there are people at home, it would be toxic. So, like that's not a good word to use now. Like if
Yeah.
you have family, you won't call them toxic now.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Just that, yeah,
Yeah. I should have elaborated on what toxic means, maybe in that, like maybe been
yeah.
better elaborate.
Toxic is like a big word, I think.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, like
Yes.
sounded a little extreme.
Extreme. Extreme. Yeah.
Could have like given an example of what you exactly mean by toxic, then
Toxic.
it would have
Yes.
been better.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, feedback. Yeah, I liked the example at first, but again, it was not really that relevant. But as usual, your introduction was really nice, like very creative, and I'm giving like a general feedback, not very specific. Like I like the rebuttal phase today. It was very like heated discussion. Rather, like earlier, it was just like back and forth question. Today, it was like we were asking question like every after every question and every answer. Like there was like kind of a good discussion, and also like when you answered a question, like I asked you two questions back to back, and instead of like ending like close ended answer, you asked me a question back. So I really liked it. Like it gives you like it forces me to speak, right, instead
Hmm.
of me just asking question. uh, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yes. One question I have, like I spoke 7 points today, but all were
Mhm.
different. Like I was thinking to combine them, have an umbrella term. Did you feel like there were redundant points, or all were good?
They
uh,
were good points.
yeah, they were good points.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe we could go on the other next phase, thinking from the other perspective.
Yes.
Yes. Do you have any
Also,
feedback?
like about the feedback part, I think I just spoke any random things today, not really relevant. Like I spoke about the IT sector one. Like I don't even know if that is very relevant.
Which point?
Uh, like some companies who are hiring people from the other countries, like they for them working from home is the only option. Like instead of having them on office. But I think I elaborated too much on it. Maybe,
Uh,
maybe not.
I actually had that in my mind, and I was thinking to say, when I'm thinking from your perspective, maybe you should have framed it like remote works are being more accessible when you are working from home, and like content creators, as Triza has also mentioned, that would have been a good age, I guess. Yeah, let's think from other perspective. Can we start? Mm, yes, maybe I could start. Riza?
Okay.
Yeah, I start.
Yeah.
Yes. You can connect with many people in an office. Unlike when it's work from home, it's difficult to understand how the other person would be. Plus, you can make many connections. That is one point. Yeah, Ayush.
Uh, yeah. If you're when you're working and if you're stuck somewhere and if you need any help,
Help.
if you are working in an office, it will your doubt. There are high chances your doubt will get resolved instantly. Whereas if you are at home, you might have to wait for someone to like to like someone from your office to reply to you or to find the solution on your own, and it can be a little bit frustrating sometimes. Apart from your normal hardcore skills, you can also build some soft skills like team building, like
Mm,
some group projects you have to work on together, which is possible, but the communication which happens in the real life is not same uh, in the online setting. And like last point will be like unless you are a very disciplined person, it's not really easy to work from home. Not speaking from personal experience, but just from something which I have read or heard. When you're working from home, like it's not really easy to focus, and at the office you have the right environment to work. And like if the traveling is not the issue, then I think working from office is the best option.
yes. Yes, I really like that point to acknowledge the soft skill side. Like I did not really mention about team building and all. It was a great point, and yeah, Triza, even your point. Like, but I feel I somewhere mentioned about the connections, but maybe I should
Yes.
have elaborated more.
Yeah, you did speak of connections.
Okay, speaking from your side, firstly about the remote work, like that title, I think should be that term should have been very term was necessary, I guess. And you could maybe also say you could access global market by working at home and doing remote work, like you could earn in like dollars or some other currencies. My next point would be about geographical barriers, like if you have to travel from maybe a harsh climate or maybe some big mountains from one place to another for every day for work, then it is it is obviously not possible. Then maybe I think you all should have mentioned a little more about social media, like where everybody, like whoever, maybe you are a ca, but you when everybody is trying to do personal branding, I think work from home is again a good choice. uh, a light example is you could go on trips, like maybe I could go for a trip in some maybe Pune, and I have some work from home. I could allocate maybe that time to work from there, and then I could just enjoy traveling, which is
Yeah.
I think a very dream life. Even I would like to do that. And extreme end examples maybe like some startups. Microsoft, it started from garage. So when you are starting something, obviously working from home is better alternative. You can't invest into office, and I think that is a good point. And my last point is about person with disabilities in currently, especially in India, where the transport is not even good for normal people. I think person with disability will have a very harsh time, commuting from one place to another. So yeah, those were some of my points.
Yeah. Heman had some good points.
Yeah,
The content you are generating is really mind blowing. Like always have some really good points.
uh,
It is actually a very good quality in in general.
Yes.
thank you, Ayush. Yeah, and the next phase, GD, like irrespective of both the side, what do you all think is nice?
Going for work, I think.
Going for work. Uh, I would say like working from office is a better option if you can solve the commute issue, because I think that is the major problem for most of the people. Like in metro cities like Delhi or Bangalore, where like you have to spend 4 to 5 hours traveling, it's just waste a lot of time and like mentally drain you a lot. So maybe even a hybrid option could be a better option. Like some of my friends are currently doing that. Like only a certain days they go to work and only on other days they work from home.
It is nice.
Yes. Even I would like my answer not different. I would prefer hybrid environment, but if I have to choose between one, I would say work from office is better. Like working from home is little, yeah, for the same reason whatever I mentioned, and yeah, that is it. Shall we go on the next phase?
Yes.
ChatGPT phase. Yeah. Do you all need more time, or can we discuss?
Uh,
Yes, give me some time.
Mm.
I only have one point. Are you done?
Yeah.
yes.
Uh, One, health benefits. They say it's better when you do it from home because you're less exposed to pollution, traffic, stress, and illnesses.
Yes. Yeah. Even I had the same point, and the next point is maybe we did not really mention about cost and time saving. Time saving we mentioned, but cost saving I don't think we
Of course.
mentioned. So
No,
yeah,
I
Oh,
kind of mentioned it, but not in
yes.
yeah,
much depth.
yeah.
With respect to transport, I think it was mentioned, no, cost
Yes,
saving.
yes. But that term cost, like you save a little on
Yes.
the month. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anything else, Ayush, you want to add?
Yeah, we mentioned this point afterwards. I think you mentioned that you are not limited to the geographical location. You can hire from throughout the globe to
Yes.
have a better access to talent.
Yeah.
And again, if people are not really traveling or commuting, then it will less carbon emission, carbon
Mm,
footprint,
yes.
etc.
Another point
Yeah.
like could be if you're working from home, you can connect with people all over the world. So there's more culture influence.
Mm.
Like
Culture.
whereas when if you work from office, then it's people from around you, people like you.
Yes.
So you don't have the option to grow,
Yes.
right?
That
That's
is a
it.
good point, like culture influence. Yeah. Yeah, we are good,
Yeah,
right?
that's pretty
That's
much
it. Then. Yeah,
yes.
it was really fun to have all three of us after a long time. And
Hmm.
yeah, see you all. Anything
Yes.
to add, or can we stop the meet?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
You were recording, right?
Yes, yes. Bye,
Yeah,
Triza. Bye,
okay, because
Ayush.
mine stopped. Yes. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah.